Hey everyone, Trevor Pickett here from Offbeat Fitness. I was recently asked if I have any kind of sort of general warm-up exercises I like to do, whether it's just kind of like start of the day exercises, or if maybe I'm getting ready to do some work in my yard, maybe go for a walk, just sort of everyday general movements I can incorporate to kind of get me ready for exercise. Of course, if we're going to do workouts or different recreational activities, we'll probably have more specifics. But I figured I'd kind of create like a little bit of a narrow list of some pretty basic ones that you can do for just about any activity that you're getting ready to do in your day. Okay. All right. So first off, it's one of my favorites called Good Mornings. So I'm just going to bring my hands behind my head here. I'm going to put a little bit of a bend, a slight bend in my knee here. I'm going to push my butt back till I get a bit of a stretch, and then I'm going to come right back up to standing. Little tricks here is I like to push just on my head gently, and then push my head back, and that'll just kind of give me a little bit of feedback so that my back stays more or less neutral. Okay, so we just get that little stretch and we come back up. Let's aim for maybe about 10 to 20 of those. Okay. Next up is some rotation through the torso. So what I like to do is bring my arms up in front here. All I'm going to do from here is rotate out to the side, rotate out to the side. Okay, and notice I'm just doing this slowly and intentionally. I'm not doing this as like a big jerking motion. Okay, just turning there. We're going to aim for 10 to 20 reps here. Okay, depending on how you're feeling, if you're feeling extra stiff or not. All right, hip rotations. This is another one of my favorites. I chose to do this one as standing just in case you're out and maybe the ground's wet. You're getting ready to maybe go for a hike or a walk. This is a good one to get a little bit of movement through our hip. So we're going to put our toe on a swivel. We're going to turn. So we're turning here. We're going to turn that back, and we'll come back to first position, and then we're going to do that same thing on the other side. Okay. So all we're doing is rotating there. It's almost like, kind of like when you see those salsa dancers when they do their thing. You get a little bit of rotation there. Okay. Again, we'll do maybe somewhere around 10 to 20 of those. All right, now we're going to add a little bit of hip stability. So these are called side walks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to imagine someone's about to throw something very heavy at me, like maybe a medicine ball or something like that. And how would I brace myself to catch that, right? My posture would change. I'd have a little bit of weight in my hips, my knees would be bent, my core would be braced, and I'd be ready to go. Okay, so that's the position I'm going to get in. Once I'm in that position, I'm just going to slowly start to walk sideways, trying to keep my toes more or less forward. Okay, I'll get to a distance here, and then I'll just come back the other way. We could set a timer here for about a minute or so. Okay. And we should feel a little bit of heat coming in to the hips there. Okay. All right, let's do a couple of upper body ones. This one's a little tricky at first. What we're going to do is bring our arms up out in front so they're straight here. And what I want you to imagine is that you're bringing your two shoulder blades very, very close to each other. Okay, so your two shoulder blades go towards your spine, and then we're just going to do the opposite. We're going to take them far away from the spine. Okay, we'll go about to our end range here, and then we'll start to come back towards. Okay, so this is just going to get a little bit of movement through our scapula, our shoulder blades. Kind of get us ready for action there. Again, real slow and controlled here. Not overdoing it or pushing through the neck. Okay. One more I thought I'd throw in here, trying to squeeze in as many as I could narrow it down. We'll bring our arms out in front. We're going to bring those back until we got kind of like this L shape here, and then all we're going to do here is bring that up, and then we're going to reverse that movement. Okay, so I'll show you from here. We got our arms out in front, pull the elbows back. Once the elbows are back, we're going to bring our hands up as far as we can comfortably. Don't need to force anything. and then we're just going to reverse that. Okay, so back, rotation, back that direction. I'll do one more because that one's a little funky. Good. And again, just like all the other ones, we're going to aim for about 10 to 20 reps of those. So I'd go through that, and then if you feel up to it, maybe go through it again one more time, all of those movements from the top, and you should be, at least through some of your major joints, feeling a little bit more ready for action. If you have a sport that's specific to you, or a recreational activity, maybe it's gardening or anything like that, feel free to reach out to me, and I'd be happy to send you some exercise selections for warm-ups for those activities. So, hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and thank you so much.